Dogs do some incredibly strange things. They sniff rear ends with enthusiasm, they refuse to let you use the bathroom alone, and they tilt their heads in that adorable way when you speak. But here is the thing, none of this is random. Scientists have actually spent years decoding these quirks, and the reasons behind them are often shocking, rooted in ancient survival instincts that still live inside your pampered pooch. Today, we are going to dive deep into the mind of your dog to explain the biology behind the madness. Let's start with the behavior that melts everyone's heart, but is actually a sophisticated tool for survival. We have to talk about the head tilt. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You make a weird noise, or you ask, "Do you want a treat?" And your dog cocks their head to the side like a confused toddler. It is arguably the cutest thing they do. But biologically, they aren't just trying to look charming for Instagram. First, they do it to adjust their hearing. Dogs have flaps over their ears, their pinnae, that can muffle sounds. By tilting their head, they are repositioning their ears to better triangulate exactly where a noise is coming from. They are tuning their antennas. But there is a second sweeter reason. Stanley Coren, a famous dog psychologist, suggests that dogs tilt their heads to see our faces better. Because dogs have muzzles, their nose actually blocks the lower part of their vision, kind of like if you taped a paper cup to your nose. By tilting their head, they move their muzzle out of the way so they can clearly see your mouth and your micro expressions. They are literally trying to empathize with you and understand your emotional state. And let's be honest, they also do it because every time they do, we QO and give them snacks. So they have trained us just as much as we have trained them. While the head tilt is all about connection, this next behavior is about protection, specifically when they are most vulnerable. Have you ever noticed that your dog stares right at you while they are pooping? It can be incredibly awkward. You look away, but they keep locking eyes. You might think they are embarrassed or asking for privacy, but it is actually the opposite. In the wild, defecation is a dangerous time. The animal is crouched vulnerable and not ready to fight or run. When your dog stares at you during this process, they aren't making it weird on purpose. They are looking to you as the lookout. You are the member of the pack who is currently standing guard. They are watching your body language to see if you spot a predator. If you are calm, they know they are safe. It is a massive sign of trust. They are effectively saying, "I'm defenseless right now, so I'm counting on you to watch my back." Speaking of watching your back, have you ever tried to go to the bathroom alone only to have your dog force the door open or scratch until you let them in? The bathroom chaperone phenomenon is universal among dog owners. It's funny, but to a dog, a closed door is a breach of the pack dynamic. In their mind, the pack stays together. When you go into a small room and close the door, you are cutting yourself off from their protection. They follow you in there because biologically, they feel vulnerable when separated from you, and they assume you are vulnerable too. Furthermore, bathrooms smell very strongly of, well, you. It is a high-scent environment, and since dogs experience the world through their nose, they find it interesting. They aren't trying to invade your privacy, because privacy is a human concept, not a canine one. They are just engaging in a communal pack activity. "Oh, we're doing this now. Cool. I'll sit here and guard the tub." Now, once you are out of the house and on a walk, you might see them engage in a behavior that looks a bit aggressive, but is actually communicative. This is the ground kick. After they do their business, some dogs aggressively kick their back feet, tearing up the grass or dirt. They look like a bull getting ready to charge. They aren't wiping their feet. They are writing a message. Dogs have scent glands located in between their paw pads. When they scratch the earth, they are releasing pheromones onto the ground while simultaneously creating a visual mark with the disturbed soil. It is a double whammy of communication. They are leaving a calling card for the next dog that walks by saying, "I was here, this is my territory, and I am healthy." It is the canine version of graffiti tagging. It's not aggression, it's social media. This obsession with the ground leads us to a ritual that seems almost OCD, the circling. Before your dog lies down to sleep, or before they go to the bathroom, they spin in circles. Sometimes, once, sometimes 5 times. Why can't they just sit? This is a deep ancestral instinct passed down from wolves. In the wild, there are no dog beds. There is tall grass rocks and uneven terrain. Wolves circle to trample down the grass, to create a comfortable nest, and to drive out any snakes or insects hiding in the vegetation. It is a safety check. They also circle to determine the direction of the wind so they can position their nose to smell any incoming predators while they sleep. Your dog is doing it on a plush carpet in a climate-controlled living room because their DNA is still telling them they are sleeping on the tundra. But sometimes trampling the grass isn't enough. Sometimes they want to wear the grass. Or worse, they want to wear something dead. This brings us to rolling in gross things. You give your dog a bath, they smell like lavender. And 5 minutes later, they are outside rolling on a dead worm or a pile of fox poop. Why? To us, it's disgusting. To them, it's tactical camouflage. One theory is that wolves roll in strong odors to mask their own scent, allowing them to sneak up on prey without being detected. If you smell like a dead deer, the deer won't smell the wolf coming. Another theory is that it is a way of carrying information back to the pack. They roll in a scent returned to the den, and the other dogs sniff them to learn what is happening in the territory. It's like wearing a souvenir t-shirt that says, "I found something interesting over there." Now let's switch gears to a new behavior that often catches owners off guard. It's late at night, the house is quiet, and suddenly your dog goes crazy. This is the zoomies, technically called frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs. This is when your dog tucks their butt, widens their eyes, and sprints around the house like they have lost their mind. This isn't madness, it is joy. It is a massive release of pent-up energy. It often happens after a bath to shake off the stress, after a long nap, or when they are just feeling incredibly happy. It is a physiological reset button. They are burning off adrenaline. While it can be chaotic, it is actually a sign of a healthy, happy dog. Just clear the coffee table and let them run it out. It usually only lasts a minute or two. When they finally calm down, you might notice them communicating in subtler ways. Let's talk about licking lips. Obviously, they do this when you are holding a piece of cheese. But what about when there is no food? If your dog flicks their tongue in and out quickly when you are hugging them or scolding them, this is an appeasement signal. It means they are nervous. It is a subtle body language cue that says, "I am uncomfortable, please give me space," or "I am not a threat, please don't be mad." If you see this, check the environment. Is something stressing them out? Are you too close? It's a polite request for a timeout. Similarly, there is a vocalization that tells you exactly how they are feeling if you know how to listen. This is the dramatic sigh. You know the one. They circle their bed flop down and let out a long, heavy exhale through their nose. Believe it or not, the meaning depends on their eyes. If they sigh with their eyes half closed, it is a sound of contentment. It means, I am safe, the day is over, and I am happy. However, if they lay down and let out a sharp sigh or huff with their eyes wide open and staring at you, that is disappointment. That means, I guess we aren't going for a walk. Or, I guess you aren't going to share that pizza. It is the sound of resignation. From resignation to mischief. Let's talk about stealing your stuff. Does your dog steal your socks? Your underwear? The remote control? It's frustrating, but they usually aren't doing it to be malicious. They are doing it for two reasons: scent and attention. Your socks and underwear smell the most like you biologically speaking. If your dog loves you, they want to be near your scent. Stealing your sock is like holding a security blanket. But more often, it is a game. They know that if they grab a toy, you might ignore them. But if they grab your phone or your shoe, you immediately get up and chase them. They think, I have initiated playtime. Even negative attention is still attention to a bored dog. They are stealing your stuff to steal your time. This obsession with your scent extends to where they sleep. Have you ever found your dog sleeping on your dirty laundry pile instead of their expensive orthopedic bed? It's the same principle. Your dirty clothes are saturated with your pheromones. Sleeping there makes them feel like they are sleeping next to you. It lowers their cortisol levels and makes them feel safe. It is a huge compliment, even if it covers your black jeans and white fur. And sometimes that desire for closeness gets a little tasty. Why do dogs lick your feet? It tickles, and for some people it's gross. But for a dog, your feet are a flavor explosion. Your feet are sweaty, and sweat is salty. Dogs crave salt. But beyond the snack appeal, licking is a submissive bonding behavior. In a pack, lower-ranking members groom higher-ranking members to show affection and respect. By licking your feet, they are acknowledging you as the leader and releasing endorphins in their own brain that soothe them. It's a calming, bonding activity, essentially a slobbery foot spa. While they take from us, they also give back. Let's talk about bringing gifts. Your dog greets you at the door with a toy in their mouth, wiggling their whole body. Or maybe they drop a soggy ball in your lap while you're watching TV. This is a remnant of their hunting instincts. Wolves bring food back to the den for the rest of the pack. When your dog brings you a toy, they are presenting you with a resource. They are sharing their wealth. It is a gesture of inclusion. I value this object, and I value you, so I want us to enjoy this object together. Even if they don't actually let you take it, the no-take-only throw, paradox, the act of bringing it, is a sign of love. Now we have to touch on a behavior that is less cute and more dangerous. This is pika, the compulsion to eat non-food items like rock sticks or drywall. While chewing a stick seems normal, actually swallowing rocks or fabric is a serious disorder. It can be caused by a nutritional deficiency, but more often it is due to severe anxiety or boredom. It can lead to fatal intestinal blockages. If your dog is actually eating the inedible, this isn't a quirk. It's a medical emergency waiting to happen. You need to talk to a vet immediately. Okay, we have arrived at the big one, the title of the video, the one thing non-dog people just don't understand. Why do dogs sniff butts? It looks rude to us, but in the dog world, this is a firm handshake and a background check all rolled into one. Here is the science. Dogs have two small sacs inside their rectum called anal glands. These glands secrete a pungent, oily substance that is unique to every single dog. It is their chemical fingerprint. Furthermore, dogs have a specialized organ in their nose called the Jacobson's organ, or vomeronasal organ, that is designed specifically to process these heavy pheromones. By sniffing another dog's rear, a dog can instantly tell the other dog's gender reproductive status, diet health, and even their current emotional state. They aren't just saying hello. They are reading a detailed biography. It is the most efficient way to gather information. So when they try to do it to you or to your guests, well, they are just trying to get to know you better. It's awkward, but it's polite in their language. Finally, let's talk about a private habit that makes owners blush: licking their own private parts. If they do this constantly, it can be embarrassing, especially when grandma is visiting. Usually, this is just hygiene. They are cleaning themselves because they don't have showers. However, if it becomes obsessive, it is a medical red flag. It could mean a urinary tract infection, allergies, or skin irritation. So if your dog can't leave themselves alone, don't just tell them to stop, get them checked out. It's usually an itch or pain they are trying to soothe. Understanding these weird behaviors changes everything. It shifts our perspective from, "Why is my dog being gross?" to, "Oh, my dog is communicating with me." They are navigating a human world with wolf instincts doing their best to tell us they love us, they respect us, and they are happy we are home. They act this way because they feel safe enough with you to be their true, goofy selves. And that is a beautiful thing. I want to take a moment to honor the connection we share with these weird, wonderful animals. I want you to go to the comment section right now and type your dog's name. Just their name. Whether they are currently sleeping at your feet or whether they are waiting for you at the Rainbow Bridge, let's fill the comments with the names of the dogs who have made our lives better. Tell us their name and the weirdest thing they do. Let's celebrate them today. I'll be reading through them and sending love to every single one. Thank you for watching, and give your pup a scratch behind the ears from us.